Let's go to Alabama next. Alabama is in at number 3. A lot of people have been talking about how this group is taking a step back. Well, the coordinators are changing, and the quarterback's a problem, and the offensive line isn't as good as it used to be, and the running backs are a question mark, and you have the receivers that aren't as good as they once were. It's like, goodness gracious alive, they're still pretty dang good. I mean, at what point are we going to start to evaluate Alabama, not based on what Alabama's been, but based on what Alabama's up against? And last I checked, I know Georgia's superhuman. I get that, and they have been the last couple of years. They have to replace a lot too. But everyone's just looking at Carson Beck. Oh, Carson Beck's going to step right in. He's going to be the All-American. Well, how do we know Ty Simpson won't step right in for Alabama and be an All-American? Or Tyler Buckner? Or Jalen Milroe? I don't know. I don't know who the guy's going to be. But Ohio State, we give them the benefit of that quarterback. When was the last time the quarterback spot was a liability at Alabama? You're going to say 2010, 2009. Fair enough. I was quarterback then. I get it. I can take those jabs. I've absorbed them before, and we'll do so again. But it has not been a liability enough to the point in which they're losing a bunch of games because of their quarterback play. It's been since 2007 since that's been the case. Or even before that. I don't even know when. That was Nick Saban's first year. I don't even know. It's been a while since they've lost a bunch of games in the season because of their quarterback play. And it wasn't in 2007 either. I was the backup of that team. John Parker Wilson had a good year. A couple of interceptions, we had a good year. So I think about it like that. It's like, I'm just not worried about the quarterback spot at Bama. I think they're going to be fine. I think Tommy Rees's offense will protect that guy. I also think the way they're going to practice here in 2023 is going to be with more of an emphasis along the line of scrimmage. There's going to be more of an emphasis on the downhill A-gap to A-gap run game. And I'm very optimistic about their offensive line's progress and the depth that they have at running back. Now, a lot of people don't know about Jam Miller. A lot of people are talking about Jace McClellan. A lot of people are going to talk about, the other backs that are going to get some carries. And I think they're going to have a committee approach. I think they're pretty dang deep at that position. I think the offensive line, the emergence of Tyler Booker, he's got a chance to be one of the best offensive linemen in the SEC. I think they're really solid with Dalcourt, McLaughlin, whoever it is at center. Both tackles. Latham, really good. Maybe a true freshman at the other tackle. They're in good shape. The offensive line is going to be really solid. And then at wide receiver, well, it's not the 2017 team with Devontae Smith and Ruggs and Judy and all these other guys. It's not that. But I do believe that this wide receiver core is actually going to take a little bit of a step forward. There were some pretty positive signs last year. Jermaine Burton, another year in the system. I think they're going to be all right. I think at tight end, they're going to be pretty good. CJ Dupree, the transfer from Maryland, he's got a chance to be a real impactful player within this offense. You hear about a bunch of other names too, as you kind of listen to the scuttlebutt and you try to get through what's real and what's not. People I talk to are very excited about their weapons this year. It's an unselfish group that has a high ceiling. And I happen to think that this offense is going to be balanced and it's going to play ball control. And that's what it needs to look like. Because you think about Alabama, when they were ball control, 2009 to 2015. Ball control, take the air out of the football, murder ball is what they've called it around Tuscaloosa. When they play murder ball, they won 4 national championships in what? A 7-year period? 9, 11, 12, 15. Well, since they've gone more to a pass-happy attack, where they've really emphasized the quarterback position, they've won just 2 titles. 2 titles. 2017 and 2020. Came up short in 16, came up short in 18, came up short in 19, came up short in 21, came up short in 22. So I think getting back to what led to them winning nearly half the national championships in a 6-7 year period, more than half, in a 7-year period, that's what it's going to look like a little bit more here in 2023. But will the defense be able to hold up their end of the bargain? That was, of course, the star of the show back from 2009 to 2015. I think they have a chance. They're going to miss Will Anderson, but Dallas Turner is one of the best edge defenders in the country. I feel like I've said that on repeat, by the way. Literally, take your pick, by the way. Jared Verse, Dallas Turner, Braylon Trice, a handful of JT Tuimoloau. Take your pick. Every one of these teams at the top has a dynamic edge defender. Dallas Turner is that. Now, he's been the Robin to Will Anderson's Batman. Can he now elevate and become the Batman himself? They also have Kool-Aid McKinstry on the perimeter. He has a chance to be a lockdown guy at the corner spot, and this defense has always been best when they have a lockdown corner. Now, Kevin Steele's in at defensive coordinator. It's not going to be quite as aggressive. They're going to play a little bit more bend, don't break. He will mix and match some of the looks. He will get creative, but he's not going to try to dictate the way the previous regime did. They're going to have some things every week, but it's not going to be a sellout against one specific aspect of what the team's doing offensively. I think he's going to be more strategic. He's going to be more conservative. And as a result, I think they're going to play better and not have as many blown coverages and as many mistakes as they've had the last couple of years. Another couple names to remember. Jaheim Otis, the guy is like 320 pounds down from 420, and he moves like you would not believe. Remember that name. If you don't know about him, watch the middle of the defensive line for Alabama week 1 and week 2 against Texas. I would be surprised if he's not wrecking some havoc there along the defensive front.